guys. I'm sorry that you guys cannot see my whole face. I thought my whole face was in it. I used the back camera this time, so I could not see myself. So I'm sorry that my whole face isn't in the video. So bear with me and enjoy the video. What's up? It's me, MZ Mykeria, period. So for y'all today, I'm gonna be letting y'all know my story behind how I found out that I was pregnant. So for you guys who are new here, welcome. My name is Mykeria. I go by Miss Mykeria. Hey y'all, what's poppin'? For all my old subscribers, I know y'all been like, girl, we missed you. I missed you too, boo. So stay tuned, because we about to get right up into this video. So we gonna hop right up into it. Let's start from the beginning. So I was at work one day or whatever, and you know, I'm chilling, I'm doing my thing or whatever, I'm walking around. And so one day I so happened to be talking to one of my employees, and I was like, you know, my boobs, you know, they're very tender, they feel very, you know, and I haven't really been feeling myself lately. And she go bust out and say, that's because you're pregnant. And I was like, girl, bye. Do not be saying nothing like that. And she was like, no, I'm serious, Mykeria, you're pregnant. I think you should take a pregnancy test. I was like, girl, bye, I ain't got to do none of that. So I went on home, did my thing or whatever. You know, a few days passed by. I cannot eat nothing. Like, everything that I try to eat is just making me sick. Like, I don't want to eat it. I'm very nauseous. And so, like, you know, I'm just like, what's going on at this point or whatever. So, you know, I'm carrying on with my days as they go past. And one day I so happened to be at work again, and one of my friend girls who used to work there with me, she was like, oh, Mykeria, I've been feeling very sick. I think I've been having like pregnancy symptoms or whatever. She's like, I'm going to buy a pregnancy test like that. Can you take it with me? I said, girl, take a pregnancy test with you? I said, no, absolutely not. I don't need to be doing any of that. I said, I ain't pregnant. Why do I need to take a pregnancy test with you? She's like, I'm not trying to say that you're pregnant, whatever. I just want you to take it with me so I could feel a little more comfortable, you know, with taking it and getting the results or whatever. And I'm like, girl, go ahead and buy it or whatever. So she come up to the register trying to sneak and buy the test or whatever so nobody don't see her. And I'm like, girl, you doing too much. Everybody brought us pregnancy tests. It ain't no reason for you to feel how you feeling. Like, girl, boom, scanned it, put it in the bag, told her to carry on about her business. She gave me mine, she had hers or whatever, boom. So later on, when we went on our break, she was like, okay, you go take yours first, and then I'm gonna take mine. I said, me take mine first? She was like, yeah, because, you know, since, you know, you ain't thinking that you pregnant and nothing, go ahead and take yours. So I was like, okay, girl, whatever. So I peed on the little stick. I'm sitting there, I'm waiting. Next thing you know, I'm just sitting there. I was on my phone, you know, just scrolling through Instagram, Snapchat, scrolling through all my little social medias or whatever. And so then I heard the little beep beep sound. So I turned around and I picked up the test, and I was just like, and I just fell back on on the door. I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was like. Oh my gosh. Like, I started breathing heavily. You know, my mind was just out of control. I didn't know what to think, what to feel, because that thing said pregnant. It was the clear blue one that just says not pregnant or pregnant, and this thing said pregnant right on it, clear as day. I was like, oh my gosh. I started tearing up, because the next thing that came to my mind is, what is my mama going to think? For y'all who don't know my mama or have not seen her in any of my videos, that little lady, she a little on edge. So I got nervous, I got panicky. I walked out the bathroom. I was like, girl, I was like, it's positive. I said, it says pregnant on it. And she was like, oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you. Congratulations, this, that, and other. And in my head, I didn't know how to feel at the moment. So I was just like, okay, thank you, girl. Go take your test. She took her test, negative. it said not pregnant. She was like, whew, I guess I was just a little stressed out lately. And I'm like, girl, you really jinxed me, to be honest. She's like, I didn't jinx you. I'm just helping. She's like, I just felt like, because a few days ago you were saying how you felt nauseous and you know stuff like that. I felt like you was pregnant and you didn't want to take a pregnancy test on behalf of yourself, so I helped you. And this whole time, it was supposed to be a little jokey joke, you know, just a little, oh, you know, can you take it with me or whatever, you know, it's supposed to be a little joke. And the joke came out to be true reality. Like, so next person I went to was my manager. She one of my favorite managers that worked there, and she was like, she really was just like, I really wasn't trying to tell nobody, but I was panicking so much I slipped up and said it. And I was like, oh my goodness, the test came back positive. She was like, oh my gosh, Mykeria, like, really? I was like, dang, I don't stop hearing in my big mouth. And no shade, no tea, but this is one of our managers. I love her to death, but she a little talker. So I was afraid that if I told her, everybody would find out. She kept it low-key for a little bit. She slipped up and told one person, and everybody knew after that. But we're going back to the story. So boom, she had found it or whatever, and you know, after she had found out, I was getting ready to go home or whatever. You know, I'm pacing back and forth on my last few minutes or whatever. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. When should I tell my mom? When should I tell my baby daddy? Like, when should I tell everybody? So I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna sit up here and hide it, because I'm not a good liar. I'm not a good hider. All that ain't for me. So I was like, I'm just gonna tell her when I get in the car. So boom, I walk out to the car or whatever. I got it. I was super nervous. She was already on the phone laughing, kiki. I was like, this is the perfect time, because, you know, she in a good mood or whatever. So, you know, I ain't forget, you know. So I asked her, I said, do you mind telling your friends? Can you call them back later, because I got something to tell you, like that. And she's like, what you could just say, I was like, no, because, you know, it's private, I won't. So she's like, all right, girl, bye, I'm gonna call you back later. So boom, she hung up the phone. So next thing you know, she's like, what you got to tell me? What you got to tell me? And I was like, don't be mad or whatever. You know, I was like, don't be mad. Remind y'all, I'm 21 years old. So to be so nervous to tell my mama something like this, that goes to show how your girl was raised or whatever. So I was super nervous. My heart was pumping out of my chest, and she's like, tell me. And so I was like, okay, don't be mad. So I was like, I'm pregnant. I just bust out and said, I was like, I'm pregnant. And she was like, girl, bye, you lying. And so I whipped out the pregnancy test, and she was like, kiss my skin. She's like, you gotta be kidding me. She's like, oh my gosh. You know, she's just going through her little phases. She hopped out the car, middle of a Walmart parking lot, hopped out the car, pacing back and forth. She's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to feel. She's like, oh my goodness. She was like, you kidding me, right? She was like, you pulling the prank. I was like, I'm not pulling the prank. Remind you, everybody thought I was pulling the prank. So a lot of people must think I'm a joke or something in life. But yes, and she was just like, oh my goodness. She's like, I can't believe you went out here and got pregnant, hoot de hoot, you know, the whole parents phase. So boom, I told her, first person down to get out the way and tell. I told my baby daddy, I told him probably like a week later, because I told him a few days before Valentine's Day. I was gonna tell him on Valentine's Day or whatever, but then I was like, I don't know, because I don't know how he go feel, and I don't want to get like a negative response and then my Valentine's Day be ruined. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna just tell him a few days before. So, you know, one night I got ready like I typically do, you know. I was like, okay, I got something. I told him ahead of time or whatever. I was like, I got something important to tell you tonight. And so my baby daddy is super impatient, and he was just like, what is it? You can tell me, you know, you can tell me. I was like, boy, just wait till I get over there. I'm gonna tell you, you know, you ain't gotta be rushing your girl or whatever. And he was like, it's something good. I was like, yeah, something good. So he all excited, he all happy, thinking, you know, he for to get some real good news or something, which it is really good news, don't get me wrong or whatever. So when I go over there, we get comfortable, you know, wind down, doing our thing that we usually do or whatever. And he was like, what is it that you got to tell me? And I was like, okay, well, I don't know how you're going to feel, but I went to tell him how I've been feeling sick, and you know how I had my nipples and my boobies been tingly and stuff like that. I went to tell him all of that, and then he was like, okay, you like, okay, what, like, you okay, whatever. But I feel like he knew, so he was like, okay. And I was like, I'm pregnant. And he was like, come on now, my carrier. He was like, if you was gonna pull a prank, you could have came a little better than that. And I was like, excuse, I was like, I'm not playing at all. I was like, so I went in my bag and I got the two pregnancy tests that I had took, because I had took a clear blue at work, and then I had took another one just to confirm at home, because my mama thought I was playing still. So when I had got home a few days later or whatever, I had took another pregnancy test for her. So I showed him the two tests, and or whatever. I was like, I can go pee on another one if you want me to. He was like, oh my goodness. He was like, wow. He was like, I really don't know how to feel, to be honest, because, you know, I already got one child. I was like, yeah, well, now you're about to have two. And he was like, I just don't know how to feel. I need some time to think this over with or whatever. He was like, I just got to get my mind together, get prepared for everything that's about to come, you know, come my way or whatever. He was like, I got to tell my mom, I got to tell my family. I was like, okay, well, you got time to do that. He did ask me, was it okay? I said, yeah, you can go ahead and tell your mom, whoever you want to tell or whatever. And so everything was pretty much good after that between us. You know, we having a baby. The baby is almost here. For those of you who don't know, I am currently 9 months. I am 37 weeks at the time. I am having a baby girl. Her name is Daniela Denise Clark, and she will be here. Either I will go full term, which is October 7th, which is my due date, or I will have my baby a little bit before or whatever. I recently just went to the doctor, and they did tell me I was 1 centimeter dilated. So the doctor said that 1 centimeter could last for 2-3 weeks. So we don't know. I'm praying she comes soon or whatever. But yes, that is how your girl found out that she was pregnant, and it was a big shocker to everybody. I've been through so many trials, tribulations, this, that, hoop, the hop, everything. And for those of you who want to know how your girl is feeling about the situation, I feel great. I feel amazing. I feel happy. I feel excited that I'm about to have my beautiful baby girl. I'm ready. I'm ready for her to come into this world or whatever. Yep, because that's, I don't know who. And then another thing your girl is really excited about, I'm really excited about who she gonna look like. Like, is she gonna look like me, or is she gonna look like her daddy, or is she gonna look like both of us? That's like really what's going through my mind. Like, I really want to know who she's going to take after or whatever. Or is she going to take after one of her grandparents or cousins or, you know, aunties or whatever, uncles? Who she gonna take after or whatever? But that's how I'm feeling currently. Yes, your girl is nervous. I'm super nervous about being a mom, because for those of you who don't know as well, I don't have no kids. I am a first-time mom. This will be my first baby, and your girl has everything ready, packed, signed, sealed, and delivered. Honey, everything is suited and booted and ready to go. All I got to do is grab my stuff and hit the road, jack. Period. I'm ready. I'm ready. He ready. My mom ready. His mom ready. Everybody is ready. My auntie ready. My grandma ready. My sisters is definitely ready. They're so excited to have a little niece or whatever. So this journey for us is just for it to be so different, whatever. Like a baby, newborn baby in the house. It's gonna be so excited. It's gonna be such a journey. So if you guys want to see my journey with my baby girl, definitely stay tuned. And always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification to get when your girl uploads videos, because I will be posting them. Because we about to get it popping, and we about to get it started, and we about to get it popping, and we about to get it started. Stay tuned.